There's a dark side to narcissism that's often overlooked, especially in romantic and sexual relationships. Narcissists can be charming, alluring, and seem like the perfect partner in the beginning, but beneath that polished exterior lies a manipulative and toxic individual who views relationships as a means to feed their insatiable ego. And when it comes to intimacy, narcissists often engage in behaviors that go beyond selfishness. Some of these behaviors can be deeply disturbing, manipulative, and harmful to their partners. Understanding these disturbing sexual behaviors is essential to protecting yourself from falling victim to narcissistic abuse. In this video, we'll dive into 10 disturbing sexual behaviors that narcissists often exhibit, behaviors that can destroy your self-esteem, erode your sense of worth, and leave you questioning your very reality. We're not just going to scratch the surface. We'll explore each one in depth, so you can fully understand how these toxic individuals operate behind closed doors. By the end of this video, you'll know what to watch out for, and how to protect yourself from falling prey to the narcissistic games they play. But before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to bring you valuable insights like this one. If you're ready to learn more about the disturbing sexual behaviors of narcissists, keep watching. 1. The love bombing phase, a false sense of security. Let's start with one of the most common ways narcissists manipulate their partners in sexual and romantic relationships. Love bombing. If you've ever been with a narcissist, you may have experienced the overwhelming shower of affection, compliments, and promises of everlasting love in the beginning. It feels intoxicating, like you've found your soulmate. But this is no coincidence. It's a calculated effort on their part to gain your trust and admiration. Narcissists use love bombing to get what they want: attention, adoration, and of course sex. At this stage, their sexual behavior may seem incredibly passionate and selfless. But don't be fooled. Their intense desire for you is not out of love, but out of a need to control and possess you. They want to lock you in emotionally, so that when the inevitable devaluation phase begins, you'll be too attached to break free. 2. Objectifying partners. Treating you like an object, not a person. One of the most disturbing sexual behaviors of narcissists is their tendency to treat their partners as objects rather than people. Narcissists don't see their partners as individuals with needs, desires, or emotions. They see them as mere tools to validate their self-worth. In the bedroom, this translates into a lack of emotional connection and a focus on their own pleasure above all else. During sex, narcissists may neglect your needs, focusing solely on their own satisfaction. They may refuse to acknowledge or satisfy your desires, leaving you feeling used and unimportant. For a narcissist, sex is less about intimacy and more about asserting control and getting validation. If you're with a narcissist, you may notice that after sex, their interest in you wanes until they need you again to boost their ego. 3. Sexual coercion, pressuring for sex on their terms. A disturbing trait that many narcissists exhibit is sexual coercion. They are often skilled at manipulating their partners into engaging in sex when they don't feel comfortable, all while making it seem like it's your idea. This may involve guilt-tripping, emotional manipulation, or using your insecurities against you. Narcissists know how to push your boundaries without seeming overtly aggressive, which makes it hard to recognize until it's too late. They may accuse you of not loving them if you refuse to have sex, or they may make you feel like you're being unreasonable or cruel for not meeting their sexual needs. This form of manipulation can cause confusion and self-doubt, leading you to give in just to avoid conflict or make the narcissist happy. Over time, this can erode your self-respect and make you feel as though your needs don't matter. 4. Sex as a power play, using intimacy to control you. Narcissists often use sex as a power play, treating it as a weapon to manipulate and control their partners. They may withhold sex as a form of punishment when they feel you've stepped out of line, or they may use it as a tool to assert dominance. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you'll likely notice that sex becomes something you have to earn, rather than something you share as a mutual expression of love or desire. This dynamic can cause intense emotional turmoil. You may feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, trying to please your narcissistic partner just to get affection or intimacy. But no matter how hard you try, it's never enough because the narcissist thrives on the imbalance of power. They don't want you to feel equal to them. They want to remain in control. And sex is just one of the many ways they keep you in line. 5. The sudden coldness after sex. The switch that leaves you reeling. If you've ever been with a narcissist, you may have experienced the sudden coldness that comes after intimacy. After sex, a narcissist may treat you with indifference, as if you don't even exist. This love withdrawal can be disorienting and painful. It's almost as though the affection they showed you earlier was a facade, meant to fulfill their own needs rather than yours. This coldness is part of their cycle of abuse. The narcissist may shower you with love and affection one minute, only to withdraw completely the next. This behavior keeps you off balance, constantly seeking their approval or affection. The emotional whiplash can be exhausting, and it can take a severe toll on your mental health and self-esteem. 6. Gaslighting in the bedroom. Questioning your reality. Gaslighting is another insidious behavior that narcissists often use in their sexual relationships. After a disturbing encounter, a narcissist may attempt to rewrite history, making you doubt what really happened. They may deny things they said or did, even if you're certain of what transpired. The goal is to confuse and disorient you, so you're no longer sure of yourself or your experiences. In the bedroom, gaslighting can be particularly damaging. A narcissist may make you believe that your sexual needs or desires are unreasonable, or that your feelings during intimacy are wrong. Over time, this kind of emotional manipulation can make you feel insecure, leading you to question your own boundaries and desires. 7. The discard phase. Abandoning you when you're no longer useful. One of the most devastating sexual behaviors of narcissists is the discard phase, where they suddenly cut off emotional and physical intimacy without warning. After they've used you to meet their needs, they may drop you entirely, sometimes without any explanation. This often happens after they've secured a new source of admiration or validation, leaving you feeling abandoned and rejected. In this phase, the narcissist may also devalue you, telling you that you were never good enough, or that they were only with you because you were convenient. This sudden abandonment can be traumatic, leaving you feeling like you've been used for nothing but your ability to satisfy their sexual and emotional desires. 8. The need for constant admiration. Sex as a form of validation. For a narcissist, sex is not just a physical act. It's a way to validate their self-worth. They require constant admiration and attention, and they often view sex as a way to prove their attractiveness, power, and desirability. This can lead them to constantly seek out new partners, or have multiple affairs to feed their ego. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, sex may feel like it's never enough. No matter how much you praise them or fulfill their needs, they always require more. This constant hunger for admiration can leave you feeling drained and unappreciated, as the narcissist never truly sees you for who you are, but only as a source of validation for their own ego. 9. Manipulating your desires. Using your vulnerabilities against you. Narcissists are skilled at manipulating your vulnerabilities, especially when it comes to sex. They know exactly what buttons to press to make you feel special, desired, or needed. They may use your deepest desires against you, turning something that should be intimate and consensual into a way to gain more control over you. They may convince you that their needs are more important than yours, or that fulfilling their desires will make you a better partner. Over time, you may find yourself compromising your own values and boundaries, just to keep the narcissist satisfied. This type of emotional manipulation can cause you to lose sight of who you are, and what you truly want in a sexual relationship. 10. The never-ending cycle of abuse. How narcissists keep you hooked. Finally, one of the most disturbing sexual behaviors of narcissists is their ability to keep you hooked in an endless cycle of abuse. They draw you in with charm, gaslight you with emotional manipulation, and then discard you when you're no longer useful. But they always come back when they need you, whether it's for sex, attention, or validation. This cycle of abuse can make it difficult to break free. The highs of love bombing and intimacy feel so good, but the lows of devaluation and coldness are crushing. You may feel addicted to the emotional highs, which makes it hard to leave the relationship, even when you know it's toxic. Narcissists thrive on this cycle, and they'll keep you trapped in it as long as they can. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this deep dive into the disturbing sexual behaviors of narcissists has given you a better understanding of how they operate in relationships. If you or someone you know is in a relationship with a narcissist, it's crucial to recognize these behaviors and take steps to protect your emotional and physical well-being. Remember, you are worthy of love and respect, and no one has the right to manipulate or abuse you. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Stay safe and take care. There's a dark side to narcissism that's often overlooked, especially in romantic and sexual relationships. Narcissists can be